Hello, 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 my darlings. Oh, wait, I took off my hat. There we go. Can you hear me? Hold on, I keep on um messing up the audio. Let me just lower the volume of my background music. Hi! So, hello, hello, hello. As usual, I am the hottie with the horns, your internet mom without a firstborn, your moon eating, fortune telling dragon from the West Philippine Sea. My name is Bibi, and tonight you're just chatting with mommy. And this week is um, Lesbian Visibility Week, and so yeah, for all my lesbians out there, hello, hi. And even if you're not a lesbian, you're welcome here in my chat. How is everyone? I don't really have like a set program for tonight, as originally the plan was I was going to just play Among Us in a certain collab um with Kite. However, he said that a lot of people, I don't know, were not available this week due to Honkai Impact being such a hit, which, I'm not surprised about that. So, yeah, the collab will be moved to next week. No exact date yet, but I will be sure to update you guys. Pancakes at 8 in the evening. Interesting. Well, as for me, I haven't had dinner because I had a late snack. I ate a burger before I went home and I had milk tea, so I'm still quite full. How about everyone else? How is everyone doing? Today is a Thursday, and I know a lot of us are already tired. Just one more day before the weekend. Oh, what is lutik? Let me search. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to search it up. Oh, it's an Ilonggo dish. I haven't tried it yet. Oh, wait. Is it? Ah, ginataang kalabasa. I see, I see. Is that the same thing, or not really sure? Because, like, in here, they just call it ginataang kalabasa. That sounds very yummy. And as you can hear, as per usual, the Sigbeans from the other side of the mountain are very active right now. Hello, Angel Coffee. Welcome, welcome. So I was joking on Twitter earlier that since this week is Lesbian Visibility Week, I would rank or at least rate my crushes from, whatever era that I didn't know were crushes because, I didn't know that that's allowed. But should we actually do that? I'm just gonna talk about random girls from my school days. Oh, it's that. Oh, thank you for following. SSJ Keyshawn. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a seat. Tonight we're just having a very, very chill conversation. And yeah, we don't really have any plans right now. We're just catching up with each other. I know that I said that I will be streaming on Wednesday, which was yesterday. However, what happened yesterday? I forgot. Something came up yesterday and I was not able to stream. So I was like, but I would probably, this is not sure yet, I would probably be around on Saturday. Oh, thank you for the hugs. I do love hugs. I would probably stream on Saturday. Not really sure. I might play either Spiritfarer or what's the other game that I'm thinking about? Graveyard Keeper. Either of those two. Although I do have like a long list of games that I've been putting off, I keep on telling myself maybe we're gonna play this and that game when we stream, but I always end up just chatting with you guys. Yes, hugs for everyone. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so on Saturday we might have a stream. Not really sure yet because I'm not officially back, if you know what I mean, because I've been in hiatus for more than a month. I did stream last week just to, show up and inform people that hey, I'm not dead. I'm actually still alive. I'm not capable of dying. I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me. But yeah, even the stream for tonight, our super secret stream, is not, an official schedule, but maybe Saturday. But for next week, I'm gonna have to figure it out because Moshi Vienna will be over here and we might be busy. Yes, exactly. Um, it was a very much needed break because I had a lot of things to do, family obligations, so I didn't really have the time or energy to stream. But now we are slowly going back to our usual schedule. I'm already getting my books scanned, which reminds me the storybooks I'm supposed to read to you guys have been delayed for how many months now? I'm getting them scanned this week and we are going to read them. They are from Adarna House. Again, this is not sponsored. I bought them with my own money. But yeah, for next week, I still don't have my schedule fixed, but I do have a collab with Kite, and I might also have a collab with Moshi Vienna because she's at my house, so might as well stream with her, right? So yeah, for those of you who were not here last week, I've been asking them how everyone has been. How about you guys? How is life? How was the past 2 months? Because I've been gone. I don't know what everyone is up to because I was also not that active on my socials. Let me just. I'm looking for the list. I actually made the ex crushes list before, like a long time ago, as a joke, as a joke, but I can't seem to find it. Hmm. Where is that? I'm glad that things are getting better for you guys. I just hope that everyone's lives have been getting better. I know life is tough. It's tough for me as well. But yeah, all the good vibes, I'm sending it to you. I'm I'm just looking for something that we are going to need tonight for my planned I don't know, my list. Oh, I found the account that I'm looking for. Hmm. Oh god. Hello, Emmy and Netzer. Good evening, good evening. How is everyone? Have you had your dinner? Oh, thank you for the hydrate redeem, which reminds me. Where is my water bottle? There we go. Just so you know, my shirt is now wet. But yeah, in case you haven't noticed, we are very, very near our follower goal. And I want to thank all of you who had been sharing my tweets, especially the link, because visibility on Twitter when you have links is very, very not nice. So, all the interaction with my tweets help a lot. And yeah, thank you for that. I still can't find the list that I'm looking for. Mm, anyway, uh, I don't know what to update you like about my life because not much has changed or happened at all during the past week. I only went out of my house once, which was today, because I had errands to do. And aside from that, my week has been pretty uneventful. Oh, aside from the fact that the boat, the boat has been watching my favorite show. I was doing some film showing. We were watching Moonlight Chicken. It's my favorite. Should I call it BL? Yeah, let's just call it BL. But like, it doesn't really fit in with like the regular BLs because it's giving much more legitimate queer series. Like, it's made by queer people for queer people. Right, Myon. Actually, that's what I fell in love with in the beginning. Like, the reason I watched that show is that it just gives me Wong Kar Wai. And if you know me, I'm a huge slut for Wong Kar Wai films. And like, it doesn't help that the thumbnail for the first episode has the mug of what's his name, Earth Pitapat, with his hair up, like he was from what's this movie? in the mood for love because like that's the hairstyle. He reminds me of a very young and hotter Tony Leung. Leung, how do I pronounce his name? I do not know. But yeah, I was like, oh, that gives me very, very much Wonka Wai. Not in the mood for love, more like Chungking Express. But yeah, I was not mistaken. Every shot is beautiful. And also, the storytelling was amazing. Oh, thank you for following Frio Frost 09. Right, right. And I just wish, like, we have the same quality of shows here in the Philippines, like the longer ones, because most of the time for series, the quality is not that good because they are relying on what the audience will say, the feedback, like if they like it or not. And so depending on that the next week they would be like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. So everything is very, very rushed. But yeah, as someone who has a sister who majored in film and she actually worked with kind of mainstream productions before the pandemic happened and then she switched paths. I have a lot of exposure to movies with actually good everything. And so when I see stuff like this, I do appreciate it a lot. Overdue for what? For your I don't know, 10th month anniversary? What do you call that? Monthsary? Is that still a thing? Is that still a word that we use? By the way, I'm still looking for this one thread that I made about the crushes that I had as a baby gay who didn't know I was a baby gay. What the fuck was I tweeting in 2021? Oh no, I can't find it. Do you ever just like look at your old Twitter accounts or any social media account that you don't use anymore, like from a few years ago, and you just read the stuff there and you're like, wow, that's cringe? Hello, Frio, welcome. Please have a seat. Oh, I haven't heard of Has Been Hotel in a while. I think I've only seen like one or yeah, just one episode of that. Like I liked it, but I forgot about it. My attention span is really really not that great. Oh, you can do that? You can purge old tweets? Let's put that in our to watch list then. Hell of a boss. Oh no, Netizer, no, not in this account. I have so many Twitter accounts. I also have so many Facebook accounts. And then regularly they die after a few years, and I never see the pictures again. So a lot of people have like a lot of people my age would have like 10-year-old Facebook accounts, and they would dig up old photos. I don't have old photos because the Facebook accounts from those eras are dead. I'm dramatic that way. If something that slightly inconveniences me happen to me, I'm like, I'm deleting my account. And then after a few weeks, maybe I'll be making a new one, and I'm like, hello, Ayano Koji. Welcome, welcome. But like, it's a good thing that I do delete my old social media accounts, because like, there are a lot of things that we say or do online that after a few years, it's like, I don't stand for that anymore. The person who said that, I don't know them. It's just cringe. And so I'm just glad that those cringe things are mostly gone. Because, like, if I haven't deleted um, those social media accounts, I would have been doxxed a lot of times. Because, like, someone from my past, like, we were not romantically linked. He's gay, I'm gay. We're both gay in opposite directions, but he was my friend. And during the past few months, during the past year, he has been all over social media, even mainstream, because of a certain contest that he kind of did well in. He did not win, but yeah, we have a lot of pictures together, and people started digging up his photos, and I'm like, oh fuck, no. Because we have photos in a studio together because of a certain event, cosplaying something. I'm not going to be specific because I don't want you to find those. Do you play instruments, or there's one that you like? Oh, I do play the guitar, ukulele, bamboo flute. What else do I play? I used to play a little bit of piano for one of my old bands. I was forced to do it. I was forced to do it. I'm not good at it at all. If you ask me to play now, I will not be able to play anything. But yeah, I only play the guitar and the ukulele just so that I don't have to bother people when I need to perform, because I mostly sing. I used to be in some bands. Like, how many bands have I been with? I forgot. But I'm mostly a vocalist. Yeah. How about you guys? Do y'all play instruments? I've been meaning to buy a kalimba because it's cute. It's small and it sounds very cute, but I keep forgetting. Right, Ate G? Especially the things that we used to post on Facebook. Facebook thingies are very, very cringe. Especially if you've had Facebook since like early 2000s. Ooh, electric guitar. I only have Well, it's not mine, but like it's my brother's. We only have a regular acoustic guitar now because I sold my electric guitar, and I'm not planning to buy one soon because I don't do gigs anymore. I just stay at home. Oh, xylophone. I used to play xylophone too in elementary school. Oh, that makes sense. A Chinese woodwind instrument. That would make a lot of sense because there are certain elements in my design that are kind of reminiscent of certain Chinese designs because, well, it's a very Asian design. I'm supposed to be a Filipino dragon. Although my horns are patterned specifically on this one character's headpiece. If you know, what's this grandmaster of demonic cultivation, there's this character there named Lan Shi Chen. My horns are patterned on his headpiece on the live action, for no goddamn reason, but I'm a simp. Hold on, let me just look for it. I still can't find the thread that I'm looking for. I'm seeing a lot of cringe posts. Let me live. Just give me the post I need. Hold on. What if I look for... Okay, that doesn't work. Did I delete it? Oh my god, I'm looking through a different account. That's it. I officially have way too many Twitter accounts. Hmm. Is this? This is not the account I'm looking for, and therefore I will stop scouring this. Oh, our angel wants to get pet. Sarah? Sarah? Ming, 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 ming. Meow, 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 meow. Come here. And hello, Otaku Scouter. Hi, Frio. Your last message, was it about, what do you call this? Hold on. Let me scroll back. What was the last one? Oh, the instruments. I did say that I play the guitar, I play the ukulele, and yeah, I think you answered that. But yeah, you did say that. What's that? My avatar would look good with a Chinese woodwind instrument or something. Should I just get... You know what? I'm not going to get a whiteboard anymore. And then Custard, hi, I missed you. I haven't seen you in my chat box in more than a month. because I've also been gone for more than a month. I know, I know. Oh, this one now looks like a trumpet to me. Like it's the love child of a trumpet and a flute. That's cute. Although if I had to choose like a Chinese instrument, wait, what's the name of this one? I want the instrument of sheer in Word of Honor. Hold on. Let me look for it. What is this? Is that also a peacock? Is like it kind of looks like one, but it looks very very metal. But yeah, that's the instrument that I would like to play if ever I'm going to pick up a Chinese instrument. Oh, the background song. Yes, the background music was made by another VTuber. Hold on, where's their link? Let me let me just yoink the link from my panels. Oh, I don't have a link. I'm so sorry. But yeah, the background music was composed by Wolfram X. They are part of the Night Parade, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've been I've been away for so long. So if I make any mistakes, it's because I don't have updates. But yeah, my background music is made by Wolfram X. They also made the background music for Mino Minakawa and Moshi Vienna. Anyway, where was I? So I was looking for the list of, crushes that I didn't know was a crush because I was a child and I didn't know that being gay was a thing. But Twitter would not let me find it, and so we're probably not doing that tonight. We're gonna do that some other night. We can do some other things. Like maybe I could discuss palmistry if you want to. I've been meaning to talk about palmistry for a while now. However, I just forget and I fail to put it in my schedule. Oh, thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Let me just stretch. My back. And where is my drink? There we go. Yeah, my jiggle physics are doing their thing. We do not mention that. Where was I? Oh yeah, palmistry. So, shall we do palmistry for tonight? Let me look for my resources. You know what? Never mind. Let's just do it old school style. I'm just gonna talk and talk and talk. So when it comes to palmistry, a lot of us mostly think about the lines on our hands, right? However, that's not all there is to it. There's also the shape of the fingers. There's also the shape of the palms themselves. Like the measurement of the palm in relation to the fingers. So the length of the palm is measured from the wrist to the bottom of your fingers. And depending on how long it is compared to your fingers, traditionally there are four type of hands. So you have your earth hand, your air hand, water, fire, because we're going to call them based on the four traditional elements. Yes, we're doing palmistry now because I couldn't find the thing that I'm looking for. So, look at your hands, please, my darlings. Compare the length of your fingers to the length of your palm, and then the length of your palm to its width. Okay, if your palm is kind of square, and then the fingers are thick, or you have coarse skin, the length of your palm is like the same length of your fingers. That is an earth hand. Like it looks very, very square. If you have rectangular palms, meaning the length of your palm is longer than the width, and your fingers are long, most of the time you will have low set thumbs, kind of dry skin. And then the length of the palm is less than the length of the fingers, which is, because you have long fingers, that is called an air hand. It will look kind of witchy. If your palms are oval shaped, it's kind of long with long flexible conical fingers. So your fingers are kind of pointy, but your fingers and then your palm have the same length. That is a water type hand. If you have a rectangular palm, pinkish skin, and shorter fingers, and your palm is longer than your fingers, that is a fire hand. Have you figured out what type of hands you have? Okay. Let me look for visuals. I'm sure there are visuals somewhere of this, but oh, there we go. The visuals are not visualing right now. Okay, I found it and we are going to use this one. I'm just gonna put it right beside me. Where is that? Okay. So as you can see, short and square, earth hands, long and rectangular, fire hands, short and square, here but long fingers, air hands. Yeah, so once you figure that out, Oh, so Myeon has air hands. Ate G, what's yours? Is it also air? Mm, I think I have fire hands. Maybe. Hello, Sagan. Okay. Airbender. Anyway, so what do they say about these types of hands? So if you have earth hands, they say that you have solid values and energy. Sometimes you can be very stubborn. You are practical and responsible, but there is a tendency to be materialistic. You like working with your hands and you're more comfortable with things that are tangible, things that you can actually touch. For those who have air hands, these people are said to be sociable and talkative, very witty. On the negative, like there is a tendency to be cold and spiteful. They can be comfortable with mental and intangible things, unlike the earth people who are more into the tangible things that they can see and touch. Air people are more like, if it's kind of abstract, it's all right with them. And people with air hands tend to do things in a different and radical way. Water hands. So if you have water hands, it is said that you are creative, perceptive, and sympathetic. The downside to this is that you can be quite emotional, moody, and there's a lot of inhibition in you. And people with water hands tend to be introverted. You like to do things quietly and intuitively. Fire hands. Okay, I think I have fire hands or I'm very bad at measurement. People who have fire hands tend to be spontaneous, enthusiastic, and optimistic. Sometimes they tend to be impulsive and they don't really think about what other people would feel. They can be very, very extroverted, but they're very bold and do things by instinct. Okay, so those are like the basic hand shapes. There are other hand shapes, but these four are like, the very, very basic. Now, aside from the hand shapes, when it comes to palmistry, we mostly talk about the lines that are involved. Hold on, let me just get a picture of palms. Just the very basic one. Okay, found it. Oh, I can't. What the? Where is it? I want the very simple one. I don't know whose palm this is, but I'm going to use this one. Oh no. So now we're going to talk about the basic lines of our hands. There are more lines involved when we are reading palms, but these are the biggest ones, the ones that you can easily see. Okay. So as you can see, you have your heart line. In here, the heart line is colored pink. Obviously, in your hands, they're they're just gonna be regular hand lines, you know. Hello, Marcel. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome. So that's the heart line. The head line is very near the heart line. It's this orange one over here. We also have the lifeline. The lifeline is the curvy line over here, the green one. And then we have the fate line, the blue one over here that's like going down through your palm. Not gonna discuss the sun line. We can talk about that some other time. Contrary to what we believe, the lifeline doesn't really discuss how long you're gonna live. It's more like talking about the quality of your life and your health. Thank you for following. And yes, I'm everyone's mommy. My name is Vivi. You may have a seat. We are talking about palmistry tonight. And the first thing that we are going to discuss is the heart line. Now, this line is believed to indicate emotional stability, romantic perspectives. It can talk about your mental health, like things like depression. It can also talk about cardiac health. Now, ideally, your lines would be like very deep and would have no breaks, no little island thingies, no branches. That is the ideal type of line, whether it's a heart line, a headline, a lifeline, etc. Now, heart lines usually start somewhere between your first two fingers, so the middle finger and the index finger, and then it would curve down outside of your palm underneath the pinky finger. Hello, Cone Man. Haven't seen you in a while. Hi. So, how do we read a heart line? So, if your heart line begins below the index finger, like the first pointy finger, it could mean that you are content with your love life. However, if it begins below the middle finger, it might mean that you're kind of selfish when it comes to love. But if it's like in between, like that's where it usually starts, it means that you're caring and understanding. Now, usually it has to be curved, right? But if your heart line is kind of straight and short, there is less interest in romance. Now, we also look at the heart line in relation to the lifeline. If your lifeline touches your heart line, you have a tendency to get your heart broken easily. So, we talked about straight and short, less interest in romance. How about long and curvy? If it's longer and it's like curved, it means that you are more expressive of your emotions and feelings. If it's straight and parallel to the headline, it means that you have a good handle on your emotions. You don't just blow up. How about if it's wavy? It means that you'll have many relationships. You're a player. If you find circles on the line, that means that at that time period you might be sad or depressed. If your heart line is broken, there is some sort of emotional trauma at that time period. And yes, there is timing when it comes to palm reading. I'm not going to discuss it right now because my notes are in my notebook and I'm not prepared. You don't see it on yours? Okay, the heart line should be somewhere in between the first two fingers and it should curve down to the side. If you don't find anything there, it might have merged with your headline. Do they change in appearance? Sometimes. What if the two lines are broken? Which two lines? Like your heart line is broken into two? Like I said earlier, a break in the heart line could mean emotional trauma at that period of time. I can't really show you the, what do you call this? The timing? Wait, let me look on Google. Because like, oh, there it is. It's kind of hard to do it, but there is math involved. Hold on. Let me just save this. How do I show that? Here. Okay. Nani? Okay, so for example, this palm. You can see the heart line over here. It's in blue. And this is not going to be exactly the same as your palm because, as I have said, there is measurement and math involved. But this is just an example. So, for example, somewhere over here, I don't know if you can see it, but like between the 20 and 30 mark, there is a break. That means at that age, let's say 25, if there's a break there, at around 25 years old, there is emotional trauma there. What if there's a circle in that area? That would just mean that at that time, at that point in time, you might be sad or depressed. I do have I do have circles in mine. And I'm not gonna tell you where. TLDR of head and lifeline. Basically, TLDR of all these lines is that it should be deep and one strong line. If you have like little lines branching from them, if you have little islands like circles in them, if you have breaks, that means that there's something that is not good that happened in that point at that point in your life in relation to what line it appeared in. Oh, okay. So, which hand should we read? So, there are two main practices. If you are male, the left hand is what you're born with, and the right is what you've accumulated throughout your life. For females, it's the opposite. So, the right hand is what you're born with, like that's your fate, as in your destiny, but your destiny is not set in stone depending on, the things that you do in your life, your decisions. So on your left hand, if you're a female, that is what you have accumulated throughout your life. So yeah, that's the one that's going to change. The second practice is that your dominant hand, the hand that you use most often, determines your future, and your non-dominant hand is used to determine the past or hidden traits. So take those into consideration when choosing which hand to read. Now let's talk about the headline. Let me just remind you that the headline is this one, the orange one over here. Hold on. Where is that? Oh, an X on your right palm. What does that mean? It depends on what practice you're using, because there is practice that says that an X on your palm would mean that you will be very successful. So, for example, some presidents might have those marks on their hands. But there are also those who say that a cross or a letter X in your palm might represent some crisis. But the general consensus is that, it's a good thing. Where were we? Yeah, I was talking about the headline. So the headline, this represents your learning style, your communication style, your intellectualism, and thirst for knowledge. So let's describe and discuss. If your headline is short, you prefer physical achievements over mental ones. You're just not into, things that require a lot of thinking. It doesn't mean that you're stupid, you just prefer to be physical. If it's curved and sloping, it means that you're creative. If it curves downwards, your inclination is more towards literature and fantasy. If the curve is upwards towards the little finger, you have the aptitude for math, business, and logic. As for me, my curve is going downwards, so here we are. I'm a 2D dragon on the internet. Literature and fantasy. Now, if your headline is separated from the lifeline being the green thingy over here, that means you have enthusiasm for life. You're more adventurous. If it's kind of wavy, it means that you do have a short attention span. So you might have a bit of ADHD. Do I have wave? Yeah, mine is a little bit wavy. And it's going all over the place. My lines are not that good. So if your headline is deep and long, it means that your thinking is clear and you are focused. Mine is, well, there are parts that are clear and focused. There are parts that are not very, very clear and focused. If it's a straight line, you are more realistic. You think realistically. If you have a broken headline, it means that you have inconsistencies in thoughts, or you just have a lot of different interests that are not connected to each other. So it's not that bad if you have a broken headline. If you have a lot of crosses in your headline, just like I do, That means that you have a lot of decisions to make, very important decisions in your life. Hello, Wyvern. Hi, hi, hi. Now, where are we? Let's talk about the lifeline since we already mentioned it earlier, this green thingy over here. So, your lifeline will reflect your physical health, your general well being, and major life changes. Again, the length of your lifeline is not associated with the length of your life. So if you have a short lifeline, that's not going to tell you that, oh, I'm gonna die young. Honey, no. Anyway, so how do we assess our lifeline? If your lifeline runs close to your thumb, that means you are often tired. If it curves completely around the thumb, that means you have good physical and mental health. I don't have that. If it is forked upwards, like, it doesn't go in a straight line, it forks into two or more, but it is going upwards, you have positive attitude towards life. But if it goes downwards, you're kind of pessimistic. If it's curvy, you have plenty of energy. Mine is not so curvy. I'm a low energy person. I'm on energy saving mode all of the time. If your lifeline forms a semicircle, it means that you are enthusiastic and courageous. As usual, if it's long and deep, that means it's good. You have vitality. If it's short and shallow, you can be easily manipulated by others, or your life at least is not really yours to decide. If it swoops around in a semicircle, that means you have strength and enthusiasm. If it's kind of straight, which is, I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of very straight lifelines, and it goes close to the edge of the palm, you're kind of cautious when it comes to relationships. If it ends at the base of your index finger, that means you will be successful academically. So there's some achievements in that area of your life. But if it ends at the base of your pinky finger, you're going to be more successful in business. If it ends at the base of the ring finger, that might mean that we're going to have a lot of money in the future. That's a sign of wealth. If it ends below the thumb, that means you have a strong attachment with your family. And if you have multiple lifelines, like there's not just one, but there's like little lines beside it, that means extra vitality. But if you have a break or a circle, those are signs that are not very good. A circle means you can't be hospitalized or injured. Oh my god, if you see my lifeline, there's a lot of like circles on it. Oh, when I was younger, because like I used to almost live in the hospital, I was not a very healthy child. A break, however, signifies a sudden change of lifestyle. If you can't find the line, that means that you are a very nervous person. Okay, now we're done with the lifeline. Again, this is just like a TLDR of palmistry. This is not very, very in depth. I am not an expert. I am just very, very interested in these things. Okay, let's go with the fate line. The fate line is the purple. Is this purple? I don't know my colors. I'm just gonna say cornflower, because like that looks like cornflower to me. Anyway, the fate line indicates the degree to which a person's life is affected by external circumstances that is beyond your control. So basically, how lucky you will be. Okay, if you have a very deep fate line, that means that your life is mostly controlled by fate. Like, there are just things that you can't change no matter what you do. If your fate line is unbroken and it runs straight across, it means that you have a successful life ahead. So even if it's, a deep line, that's not necessarily a bad thing that your life is controlled by fate. If it runs straight across, unbroken, that means that you're going to be successful. If there are breaks and changes of direction, you are prone to many changes in life from external forces. If there is a fork, like, it goes from one line to two or more lines, it means that there is a great amount of wealth ahead. Please contact me. I could use a sugar daddy. Thank you. If you have a forked fate line, hi, hello. If your fate line starts joined with the lifeline, the green thingy over here, if it's joined with your fate line, that means that you're a self-made individual. You develop aspirations early on in your life. If your fate line joins with your lifeline somewhere down in the middle, it's not in the start, it's in the middle. It signifies a point at which one's interest must be surrendered to those of others. Like, you have things that you want to do, you want to achieve, but like at that point in time, you have to, give way to someone else. If your fate line starts at the base of your thumb and crosses your lifeline, again, your lifeline is here. If it starts at the base of your thumb and it crosses there, where were we? It means that there is support offered by your family and friends. That's a good thing. If you can't find a fate line, you'll be comfortable, but like there's no weird shit going on in your life. Like there's no drama. It's uneventful. It's not a main character type of life, which is kind of good because, like, you do what you want to do. But yeah, those are like the basics, just the very, very basics of palmistry. I'm not going to discuss the other type of hands because, like, there's way too many, and even the fingers, like, there's like different types of fingers, like if they're pointed or you have squared fingers or spatulated, stuff like that. We're not discussing that tonight because that's way too many. Oh, thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. Let me just... Okay, what's not shown here in the palm reading basics that you might be interested in are marriage lines. Okay, let me look for a picture where it shows marriage lines. Hold on. Let's delete that. Yes. No! Let me just... Where is it? I can't see it. So they call it the marriage line, but it's not exactly a marriage line, but more of a relationship line, because it not only talks about marriage, but like any sort of serious relationship. Okay, I'm going to get this one. Okay, there we go. How do I crop this? How do I? Um, oh, Nani? Oh, there we go. Okay. Your heart line is cut off midway. What does that mean? Okay, so as we have said earlier, if there is like a break, a cut, or what do you call this? Like a circle in it, that means that, there is something that is not right that's going on during that period in time. So, a broken line in your heart line means emotional trauma, and depending on where it is, that would tell you what age that emotional trauma happened or will happen. Hello, Ayano Koji. We're just talking about palmistry. And right now I'm discussing marriage lines. So marriage lines are again not really just about marriage, but like it talks about serious relationships. You can also call it attachment line. So the location of the marriage or attachment line is under your pinky finger, which they call your finger of Mercury, at the side. So it's like over here. You can see the encircled part. So there could be one or more, there could be none. Now, what does this mean? So, a marriage line reflects your romantic relationships and marriage. Now, the number of marriage line differs between people. So again, you could have one, you can have two, three, or more, or you could have absolutely none at all. And it would also tell you about the situation of your marriage life or love relationship, and maybe your attitude towards love. So the length shape, like the forks and islands chains. When I say islands and chains, that just means those little circle thingies reveal the different meanings, just like in your regular big lines. So if you have a marriage line that is straight and long, it means, or it indicates a deep and long love. So as you can see with our sample over here, this person has like one longer line and then two a little bit shorter lines. That means that this line over here represents a more serious and a longer relationship. You've got one. Okay, that means at least you have one serious relationship. So again, if it's straight and long, it means that, you know, there is a long relationship going on. And usually it could mean a happy family. A happy family that, you know, the one you created, not the one that you come from, the one that you create with another person. If you only have one, which is deep and long, close to or maybe touching your sunline, it shows you could not just enjoy a happy marriage, but also achieve great success in career after marriage. So if it's long and straight and it's very near the sunline, that means you have a good married life, and also you're going to be successful after you get married. How about if your marriage line is short? It might mean that you're not really into the opposite sex. Like, you're not very interested in marriage. If it's also shallow, you usually lack the patience to pursue the other person. And it's hard to fall deep when you are in love. And most times, um, you're going to get married kinda late if you have short married marriage lines. How about um, lines that curve? Because they're not always just straight. If your marriage line goes downwards, it's not really a good sign because it predicts that your partner will die earlier than you. But that's not a good sign for you all, but that's a good sign for me because I am going to marry 4 times. 4M. Matandang, mayaman, madaling mamatay. Thank you. So, if it curves downwards, suddenly your partner might suffer from an unexpected unaliving. It's an accident. Like all my future congressmen and senator husbands. Another situation is that it curves downwards and touches the heart line. This indicates the marriage crisis and personality clashes with your partner, so you're not really a good match. So that might mean a separation or divorce. What about if it curves upwards? If it curves upwards, it indicates that you are constantly in love and settled in your marriage life. So that's a good thing. It means that you won't have a lot of worries about your finances and you're going to be rich with your partner. With them, not because of them. There's a difference because, like, curving downwards, partner dies, you might inherit it. That's just me. But if it's curving upwards, you're going to be rich together. Also, you could coordinate each other well. Thus, you will enjoy a pretty happy marriage. So basically, the more it curves up, the happier you are. What about if it's forked? Like it starts with one and then it branches out into two or more. It looks like a Y shape. That's not a good sign. That means D for divorce. A split. So if the fork is not big, the situation is not so bad as it only stands for breaking up for some period of time. So it might mean that in the future you might get back together. If the line has like split ends, it indicates marriage crisis after separating with your husband or wife. You might be confused for the rest of your life. Oddly, it also might mean that you have indigestion. Very, very weird. In addition, fortune for your career is usually not satisfied before 55 years old. So you're going to be successful at an older age. What if you have a broken marriage line? So a broken marriage line shows you are easy to meet setbacks in love or marriage. So you might have a lot of fights with your significant other, or it might end in divorce. Because, a broken line usually means something bad is happening in that area. The longer that it's broken apart, the more serious the situation is. If the break is short, it's not that much of a problem. You have a chance to, get back together, to make up. Now, if you have islands like tiny little circles, it means psychological incompatibility with your partner or there's a conflict in the family. If your island is like at the beginning of the line, like of your at the outside of your hand, it means that your relationships don't really go smoothly before you get married. If it's in the middle, it might indicate that there is a lot of things going on in your love life. If the island is like at the end of the line, like towards the inside of your palm, it indicates obstacles after marriage. And if you have many islands, you're kind of unlucky in love. I'm very sorry, honey. Your long one goes down. Oh, that. Okay. I don't want to jinx it, but they say that you're gonna outlive your partner. That's how I see it. That's not a bad thing for me. I plan to marry multiple times. How many marriage lines do I have? I have quite a few, but like they're all kind of weird and janky. Which makes sense because like I've been through some relationships. But yeah, I prefer not to look at them most of the time. I like reading other people's fortunes, but not mine. I like to live on the edge. I don't care what my palms say. I don't care what my cards say. Even if they're calling me stupid, I do what I want. Mappo, hi! I missed you. I haven't seen you in a while. Well, mostly because I was gone. How are you? How is everything? We're talking about palmistry here. Anyway, this is just like, what they say about palmistry. Like I said earlier, there are many schools of thought when it comes to palmistry or any form of divination. What one source says is not like set in stone because there are other people saying a different thing. So don't take it too seriously. Take it more as a guide. Like if it's telling you that, oh, this area of your life might not go well, put a little more focus and effort in that area of life just so that we can offset the bad vibes that's going on there. Okay, what does it mean if you only have one marriage line? Okay, like we've said earlier, if you only have one marriage line which is deep and long, uh, and it is close to or touches the sun line, it shows that not only will you have a happy marriage, but also have great success in career after marriage. So, if you are experiencing like an okay amount of success in your career right now as an unmarried person, it's just saying that after you get married, you're gonna get more lucky. Well, if you want to. Are you marrying your palm? That is entirely up to you, sweetie. Well, as I have said earlier, marriage lines don't indicate like just getting married. They indicate general like serious relationships. So if there is just one line over there, that means that you will have one very very specific serious relationship. If you've had like other relationships before, that might mean that you were not that serious with it, or at least the situation was not like thinking forward to marrying that person. What about the other lines? Which other lines? We've already talked about the other lines earlier. I'm not Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god, I got muted. I don't know what happened. Anyway, as I was saying about the other lines, we've already talked about them earlier. I just talked about the basics, which is like the fate line, the headline, heart line, lifeline. And then what else was there? I also linked you to my favorite channel to watch about palm reading. They have a lot of very interesting videos. I don't know if they have playlists. Oh, they do have playlists. So, yeah, if you are interested in learning more about palm reading, I am not an expert, but I do watch some people who are very, very knowledgeable about it. And whatever you heard tonight, take it with a grain of salt because there's many schools of thought regarding um, any type of palm reading, tarot card reading. So yeah, take it just as a guide. Let me just remove this one. I keep on messing up with my layout. I didn't know that my audio died. The one that I linked is Palm Reading by Frederic or Frederique. I don't really know how to pronounce their name. But yeah, they explain things very, very well. I would suggest that you first watch their playlist, learn about your hands. So they discuss um, the basics of your hands, which is the major lines, the skin, because like we also talked about like the skin quality earlier, right? The length of the fingers and how our hands change due to the things that we do. So it's not something that is set in stone. It can always change. You are in control of your own fate, honey. What else? Oh, the fingernails. The fingernails are also like part of palm reading. But yeah, that's the most basic like playlist. Like if you want a really in-depth um learning about palm reading. And they have a lot of different playlists depending on what line you would like to learn about. Like if you want to learn more about the marriage line, they have a playlist for that. So yeah, that's what else. Oh, another one that I used to watch. I don't really have time to watch anymore. Is Destiny palm readings. So yeah, that's another YouTube channel that I used to watch. So yeah, that's all for our palm reading for tonight. Let's move on to a different topic. Hmm. Anyway, so for those of you who just arrived while we were talking about palm reading, hi, hello, good evening. Um, I'm here because I don't know what else to do. I was supposed to be in a collab right now, but we had to reschedule. So the collab with Kite would be next week. There is no set time and date yet, but I will inform you guys through my Twitter. If you haven't followed me yet, please follow Bakunawa underscore air. It's BAKUNAWA underscore HEIR. Yes, please follow me. Thank you. And yeah, on Saturday I might be here. I'm not really sure. If there is no emergency, if I don't need to do anything, I will be here with you guys, even if I don't have a set plan. We might play some games. We might play either Graveyard Keeper or what's the other one that I'm planning to play? Spiritfarer, which I just found out, by the way, that you can actually play it co-op. So I might try to get Moshi to play Spiritfarer with me. Mm-hmm. Yes, man. I've had it for like months and I haven't played it once because, like, things were not really going well with my life personally. And I was advised to not play it when I'm vulnerable because, like, it touches on topics that might make me even sadder. So there's that. But yeah, we're going to play Spirit Fair soon. Very, very soon. Either that, or we're going to be a graveyard keeper. But yeah. So, what was I going to do? Should I just raid someone right now who are on right now? We don't know. Mm, do you have any suggestions as to who to raid? It's like, oh, Moshi is on. Last week we raided Moshi, and I'm like, she's on again. And she's playing Tetris. Should we go there again? Should we go to Moshi Cafe? Is there favoritism here? Yes, definitely. She's my favorite person. My favorite cat. Cat person. Cat girl. What? Our favorite cat girl is on and she's playing Tetris. Is she playing with anyone or is she like just playing Tetris on her own? I see, I see. Whenever I watch Moshi, she's just like very happily gaming, and I'm here talking about weird shit. Hold on. What else? What else can we do? It's like it's 9:45. It's rather early, and I don't want to send you off yet because I missed you guys. It doesn't show, but you know. Oh, for those of you who have not read my tweet, you know how I was gone for like a month or two? I just measured myself and I grew taller during my hiatus. I used to be 8 feet 2 plus 4 with heels. Now I am 10 feet 6 inches without the heels. And I'm still growing. Just imagine how big I will be when I finally eat the moon. The secret to becoming taller is be gay, do crime. But yeah, I need to grow a lot taller for me to be able to actually eat the moon because I've been putting that off for millennia. It's about time I do something. But yeah, again, I'm just here because it's lesbian visibility week and I must make myself visible. Just so that people don't forget that I'm still alive. I'm still a menace. Why would I want to eat the moon? I'm a bakunawa. That's what I do. That's like kind of my thing. It's like my favorite food. It tastes like chicharon. Mopo, you're not gonna get any taller. You're permanently our tiny baby potato. Yeah, it's my life's calling. Like, be a rich, hot MILF dragon who eats the moon. That's me. It's okay, Mopo. Even if you're a small potato, your tatas are not small. Well, those are also in the list. Um, I just have priorities, you know. Let's deal with the nearest one first, and then we can go deal with the rest after that. Your tribe's goddess is there? Well, we can think about relocation plans when the day comes. I do suggest that she moves somewhere else. Jupiter has an excess number of moons. Yes, I know. But this specific one is the one that I want to eat first. Well, we'll get to Jupiter's moons after her. We're back here about planning. I mean, planning about the moon eating thingy. Well, it feels good to be back. Hold on. Oh, yesterday I was supposed to like stream our Sky 2, like the second part. Well, it's not the second part. Basically, it's hard to explain. It's episode 3, but it's the second part because each part has 2 episodes. But I decided not to do it because I looked back at my episode 1 streaming party, and it hasn't been muted here on Twitch, but when I tried to upload it on YouTube, it flagged it. So I guess GMMTV hates that. Understandable, but I'm still quite mad about it. Not really. I'm fine. It's okay. I can watch my BL on my own time. Oh, thank you for following. Kili Kili. Thank you for the hydrate, Ayano Koji. Hold on. Hello, Habagat. Hi. So yeah. Why are you cursing at my stream elements? It did not lie. I do enjoy the stream elements alert whenever someone says mama, mommy, or whatever. It counts it. Because, like, I was planning to do a kill count thingy, but I don't know how that works. Oh, Makabibi, what does it mean? It's the chosen name of the chat. Like, it used to be My Little Ducklings because it's a play on my name. Because Bibi could also mean a duck in the Filipino language. But we were reading a history book and um, they really like the name Makabibi, and they're like, we're gonna call ourselves that. And I'm just like, well, I can't do anything about it. Habagat, don't you dare tita me. Do you want to get disowned? Beyond that does not have the same energy. Nana is kinda, I don't know, because like it just doesn't give the same vibe, you know? And I do, that's too formal. Advice on life. What specific area of your life do you want advice in? like just in general? Oh, always being uncertain. Well, the thing is, there's nothing certain in life. Like, there is very, very few things that is certain. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Everything else is up to chance. There is nothing but chaos in this universe. So, just live in the moment and don't think about the past too much that you can't be fully in the present. Plan for the future, but don't dwell on it as well because, again, you want to be in the moment because that's the only time that you can be in it. Also, when it comes to making decisions, if you're uncertain, always remember that when you are older, the things that you regret are not the things that you did but went badly. At your deathbed, the things that you will regret are the things that you did not do. Your what ifs. So, yeah, don't live with what ifs. Also, hi, Ayano Koji. What kind of motherly advice do you want? Like, what part of your life? We're going all serious now. Is it that time of the night? What type of life advice would you like? Is it about? Oh, you misclicked. I still don't know if we can like return um points. Is that a thing that we can do? I still don't know. But yeah. Anyway, since you already used it, anytime that you want to ask for motherly advice, whether or not you have the points for it, you can just ask me since I can't return it, I think. Or can we? No, I don't think so. Is that a thing? Can you return points? Yes, yes, yes. Also, for those who are new here, because like we do have new members of the family who just followed me today. If you would look at our rewards thingies, no, not rewards, channel points thingies. The rewards include stuff like tarot card reading because that's a thing that I do. So there's pull a card and ask my cards. How is that different? Pull a card is just like I'll randomly pull cards for you, no questions asked, just whatever the card says. But if you have a more specific question, you go for the ask my cards. That's a little more expensive on the points, but yeah, you can ask a specific question there. What else? Hmm. I really don't know how to return channel points yet, but yeah, I'm not going to return it anymore. I'm just gonna say that, okay, I owe you one for this specific channel point reward thingy. Anyway, so what have you guys been up to? What games are you playing? Or what shows are you watching or anime? I don't know. What do people do these days? Because like I mostly just binge watch dramas right now. Because like a lot of things are happening in my life, and sometimes I have to leave immediately. That's why I can't really stream that much because there are a lot of emergencies. And so I just watch series. Oh, Steppy Step. Um, Someone has to redeem it before I show it. Oh, Dinkum. I've seen that on Steam, but I haven't really tried it. Animal Crossing set in Australia. Sounds fun. I've always wanted to try Animal Crossing, but I don't have the console for that. And I don't want to buy a console just for one specific game. Dirt printer? I don't know what that is, but sounds interesting. Me searching dirt printer dinkum. It's a power tool. Oh. So it's basically like you're just 3D printing dirt, sand, etc. I see. Looks cute, but at the same time, I will not be playing because that is a lot of hours in my life that I will put into another game because I know the types of games that drain my life, and this is one of them. Yes. A lot of people hate the uwu voice because like they do come to my channel to hear my mommy voice, whatever that means, because like I have a deeper voice, but some people like to see other people suffering, so they redeem that. Specifically when Mino is around, like my brother from another mother, he hates it so much. Hmm, where are we? No. Okay. I'm not really sure if on Saturday we're going to play a game or am I going to read a book? Because, yeah, for those who are new here, hi, hello. I am actually an educator. I know I look like, you know, the usual ara mommy thirst trap, but hi, hello, I am a teacher. I read history and culture related things on here. We've already finished one long book, which is The Philippines, a Posture Visited by Renato Constantino, the first book. I also have the second book in PDF format, so we might read that, but I'm more inclined to read the Soul book by, what's his name? I forgot the name. Roberto B. Faleo. Um, it talks about the gods and the creatures of Philippine mythology, which is not just one thing, it's many different cultures melded into one. So it's going to talk about different cultures here in the Philippines. Let me just. Can I? Hold on. Let me move to the. Where is it? How do I do that? Allow me some scuff. Hold on. There we go. Because I do have this book with me. The Soul book. Is it showing up? Yes, it is. Hold on. Let me just put on my. Where's my glasses? No, not that one. Where are my glasses? Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I also read storybooks. Sometimes I do read novels too, mostly queer related. I can't find my glasses. There we go. Of course you may, netizen. I love this book because I've seen it before, but I don't have the money to buy it. I was a poor student, but I found a copy, a digital copy, and here we are. I'm sharing it with you guys. If you want, we can actually start with this tonight. Like, we can read just the foreword or like the first chapter. Well, not the first chapter, but like the first um, article in it. It's kind of hard to see because it is scanned, like it's not typed. And yeah, the text is kind of very, very tiny. So I like this because there's a lot of illustrations and yeah. Hold on. Oh, how do I? This is, yeah. Let me just. So the first part talks about like the great god of each of the different pantheons here in the Philippines. So, for example, the Tagalogs believe in the supreme god Bathala, while the Visayans call him Laon. Um, for the Manobos or Manovu, he's called Manama. What else? For the Cordillera people, he's called Kabunian. And what else? Um, they also talk about the female counterpart. So yeah, we're going to talk about these. There's a lot in here. But yeah. Oh, hold on. I didn't see it. I'm sorry about that. Let's just get a deck of cards because let me pull my card shelf. Which one should we use today? Since the babaylan of the moon, are you a tribe, a cult? I'm not really sure, honey. But since Ate G is here, I'm going to use the Moonchild Tarot. This one is by my favorite illustrator when it comes to card decks, Danielle Noel. It's one of my favorite decks. It's so pretty. I wish I could show this to you. I think I can. Hold on. Let me change the thing. Where is... Okay, I can't... There. Let me just get a picture of the deck. Since I can't really show you my personal deck because it's I mean the webcam is being used right now, let me just get the picture of it online. Let me save the image. It looks like this. There we go. It's so pretty. It's foiled. The sides are gold. Let me just remove my anyway, these are not my specific cards, but yes, my cards look like this. It's the Moonchild Tarot deck. I'm actually planning to order the Dark Moon version. They have a new version of this. I'm not really sure if it is the same exact deck, but with a different backing and cover. Either way, I still want it. I might I might get it when I move places, because like right now I don't want to buy a lot of things when we are planning to move, because I don't want to carry a lot of things when I move. But yeah, let me just. The only con to this is that it's so hard to shuffle with my hands, because the cards are quite thick. But they are very pretty. The white and gold and the moon theme. Lovely. Okay, what is our card for Netzer? Okay, where is... Hold on, let me just put this here. Okay, for Netzer. There is a chapter in your life that is about to end right now, and there's a lot of negative emotions surrounding it. There could be depression, and it's something that is weighing you down, and you feel like you have to bear it all on your own. But what the cards are trying to tell you is that this is just growing pains. This is necessary hurt. This is hardship that is required for you to go to the next part of your life, because on the next part of your life there is something new, something that you really like, something that is a passion of yours, that is, you know, a thing that might make you happy. It's not just something that will get you by. It's something that you actually want to do. And it's telling you that the feelings, the fears, the anxiety that you're feeling right now, most of them, at least half of them, are not really there. It's mostly in your mind. It's mostly your doing. So you will have to get out of your own head and realize that, you know, bestie, you're stronger than this. You can do this. Like, it's been a rough path. And it's almost like, you know how it's the image that comes to my mind is that, you know how in a wedding the bride walks slowly, but this time the bride is you, and the bride is walking through glass shards, and now your feet are all covered in blood, but you're almost there. You're at the end of it. And at the end of it, you can rest. There's something there that will soothe you, that will give you peace and happiness. And it's better for you to enjoy that instead of thinking about how difficult this whole entire situation is. Like, yes, it's difficult, but at the same time, it's necessary. Oh, you're doing your thesis. That makes sense. Okay, let's get some cards for Myeon. I hope that you do well in your exam. You know what? I'm not just hoping. I know that you will do well in your exams. I just hope that you are prepared for your exams so that, you know, you don't regret it, because yeah, like the cards said, it's totally up to you. You make your own destiny. Okay, let's pull some cards for Myeon. Okay, I'm seeing some good cards from Yon. So for Myon, what I'm seeing is um a lot of working or collaborating with other people, and it's not just like working for yourself, it's working for something that is bigger than yourself. And what is this one? Let me see. Mm-hmm. Another thing is that um it's also telling you that although you want to like work really hard on this thing, it's necessary for you to rest. Don't forget about resting. You need to gather strength, you need to prepare, because if this thing is like, okay, sure, you're working, but at the same time, you're not going to just go there unprepared. You have to rest, you have to prepare for it. Make sure that when you go into whatever that is, you're prepared for all the situations that might arise. And also, it's telling you that you need to let go a little because, like, you're very, very cautious. Okay? Like, you keep thinking about the past. You need to move forward without thinking about past things that happened that hurt you before. So, yeah, I hope that whatever this is about, it goes well for you. So, again, just as a recap, you need to rest and prepare. At the same time, when you do rest and prepare, you don't only rest and prepare your body, also prepare your mind, okay? Prepare your mind and leave the things that are not required, that are not going to help you with this thing behind. Okay, that is what the cards are telling Myeon. All right. I hope that helps. Yes, break free, my child. And would you look at that? It's 10 p.m. I haven't had dinner yet. I will be sending you off to our favorite cat girl. Who could that be? I'll be sending you off to Moshi Vienna, our favorite cat girl. I'll be having dinner, yes. But yeah, I'll be seeing you on Saturday, hopefully. And I also hope that by then I've already made my, what do you call this? Schedule. Let's go back to just chatting. But yeah, I'll see you on Saturday. I hope. I wish. But until then, au revoir, adios, annyeong, zaijian, sampai jumpa, sayonara, paalam aking mga minamahal. Mwah! Baby, bye-bye.